Warning: the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, MTV and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
I never did great in class, but I always busted my ass, daydreaming and procrastinating, orchestrating the path that I set. I held down a bet that I'd be known and blowing up, but the teachers said that I need to buckle down, start destroying my dreams and practicing growing up. The real world's a shit and you ain't rich, so no one will give a fuck. Oh yeah, so what? I'll show those cunts for show and tell. I crafted exquisite lies to mask a boring and verbally abusive life that I lived. The gift of the gab and a photographic mind, the pension to do dumb shit and waste all of my time. Middle school rolled around and the bullying had taken its toll. I was an emotional wreck trying to keep my feelings in check and deflect the fact that I hated myself. I went through hell to become the class clown, putting my education and reputation at risk by being a dick. I felt low wearing a frown at home because to my parents all I do was embarrass, nothing more. But I thought I was sick crashing carts and botching tricks. I was never an athlete, so this was the next best way for me to get some chicks or some form of attention. By the end of grade 7 I was smoking hella kush and reading the satanic Bible and putting that shit in my hooks. Changing my look, I officially lost my mind with my virginity at 13 to a succubus with no name, but that's a story for a whole other day. I proceeded to go cray, counting down the clock to the end of my days. Every time I went to a party, it got haze, days of phase, getting drunk or acting like a fuck, smashing shit, throwing up or pulling jumps. I hopefully turned a generation of stuck-up yuppie fucks into a generation of alcoholics with a shopping list of mental problems. My problem is that none of you ever gave a fuck. You laughed at me and threw me under the bus. And on the last day of school I skipped the party, stayed at home down to 2-6 of Bacardi. Fast forward, it's high school and I think that I'm still sick. I'm doing tricks and taking drugs, getting fucked up and setting myself on fire. I'm a liar, human lighter, spitting gas and standing on the corner skipping class, spitting tracks, thinking one day I'll be the shit and that I'm the shit floating down a pipe of a dream. I'm a hometown hero with big city dreams, thinking I'll never crash. I'm finally getting cash, attention and ass, but to no avail. All of these things just fill a void. I feel pretty annoyed at the fact that I had to do all this to get my attention. I almost died multiple times to keep the party alive. Been lied to that my tracks are sick so that I don't wild out and flip. Battled addiction to scripts and developed trust issues from a bitch. I was a walking corpse with no remorse, and why should I? I gave up the best years of my life trying to be an entertainer, only to become a shiftless no-namer in the vast waste of time. I'm penning these stories like rhymes from my mind, like purging a demon that's buried inside. Fuck my life.